God's blessings to you from our parish family here at St. Agatha-St. Martin de Porres. I offer this reflection on the scriptures for this coming Sunday for your spiritual nourishment and encouragement. Before we begin, let's take a moment to recognize God's blessings and presence in each of us and to give thanks for all of those blessings. My sisters and brothers, have you ever had an encounter with someone who could read you like a book, who in their very first encounter with you could tell you things about yourself that it would take any other person a lifetime to see in you, both good and bad? In this Sunday's Gospel, we have the beautiful encounter between Jesus and the Samaritan woman at Jacob's well. It is midday, and the woman has come to avoid the early morning crowds, avoiding them because of the ridicule she would take for her history of failed relationships. Jesus is breaking publicly religious rules by talking to this Samaritan woman. The Samaritans and Jews were very much at odds with each other. But Jesus knows when the law of love supersedes any earthly laws. Jesus addresses the woman with compassion and a promise of living water, a constant flow of God's grace that is available to anyone willing to acknowledge their past transgressions and embrace the love and life-giving transformative love of God. Jesus has a way of challenging us compassionately to acknowledge our sinfulness and at the same time offer a remedy for our past feelings and a life and a new way of approaching life with an open heart and mind. This woman, amazed by Jesus' knowledge of her and touched by his compassion for her, rushes back, talking to the people in her village and telling them about this man who knew everything about her, but a man who also affirmed in her that she is a beloved child of God. He has taught her to believe that despite her past feelings, she could still know the love, that authentic love, the love that only comes from deep within the heart of God. In many ways, she becomes an evangelist, a missionary, bringing good news to others in the form of this life-changing encounter with Jesus, that she was so moved by Christ. The others are moved then to go and meet Jesus and seek him out. As disciples of Jesus Christ, we are invited to every day to sit at the foot of Jesus in reflection in prayer, in reflection on the scriptures, or just in conversation with other people of faith. We're called to share the power of those encounters with others who may be longing for themselves for such an encounter with the divine. We can lovingly challenge them. We can affirm them. We can assure them that God loves them. I want to invite you on your Lenten journey to reflect on your encounters with Christ, on those times when you have experienced the joy of his presence in your life, in times where you perhaps walked away from an encounter feeling renewed in spirit. Perhaps in a time when you felt the Spirit of God comforting you, giving you strength, giving you wisdom to address a certain need that you had, a certain situation where you needed that help. Jesus offers us something greater in moments of grace and sharing in that grace to encourage us in our creativity, our persistence, our empathy, and our care for others. He offers us living water, this grace that flows from the very heart of God, that encourages us every day to offer our God-given gifts, to add our unique value to a world so much in need of that grace and that love. On behalf of the Catholic Christian family here at St. Agatha-St. Martin Porres, I want to invite you to join us for one of our 2 Masses this coming Sunday. St. Agatha at 9 a.m., St. Martin Porres at 11 a.m. Both services led by our joyous contemporary gospel choir. The service will be live streamed and available for viewing afterward online as well. We welcome your participation in our community prayer and praise and thanksgiving. Please take the time to share this video with others on Facebook. It is a great way for you to participate in evangelizing and being missionaries and spreading the good news of Jesus Christ. Thank you for all the ways that you allow the Lord to work through you, with you, and in you. And in all things, my friends, be blessed.